only rival that matters is you. You're exhausted. I can hear it in the way that you breathe. I can see it in the frantic energy of your DMs. But here's the unfiltered truth. You aren't just tired because you're working too hard. You're tired because you're trying to outrun a ghost. You're sprinting on a track that belongs to someone else, chasing a finish line that they haven't yet reached. You're playing a game of compare and despair. And honey, that's a race where the only prize is burnout. What if I told you that the most dangerous and most powerful version of you isn't the one who beats the competition? The version of you that should make the world tremble is the one who wakes up, looks in that mirror, and decides to out-hustle and outthink and outright and outwork the person they were yesterday. Today, we're silencing the negative. We are looking inward. We're talking about the mirror match and why beating yourself is the only victory that lasts. Welcome back. I know I've been away for a minute and I had to catch up with my own things, my breath, and do my own internal work. But let me tell you, absence doesn't just make the heart grow fonder, it makes the vision sharper spiritually. While I was away, I realized something. The world is getting louder, but our souls are getting quieter. We've forgotten how to hear our own heartbeat because we're too busy listening to the cloud. DeLisa Unfiltered is the sanctuary for strivers, the dreamers, and the ones who are tired of being polite about their ambition. We don't do fluff here. We strip away the lies you tell yourself so you can finally see the empire you were meant to build. We've all been there, trapped in that infinite scroll, watching someone else's highlight reel and feeling our own light dim. Whether you're deep in the trenches, writing your book, or scaling a business from your kitchen table, or just trying to get your mental health into the black, the world wants your eyes on them. But this week, we're reclaiming our focus. We are shifting the markers and we're moving from external validation to internal domination. On this episode, I'm breaking down why self-competition is the ultimate cheat code. We're talking about radical autonomy, shifting your dopamine hits from likes to personal best, and how to set markers that actually move the needle in your life. Now, the meat of this mirror match. Let's get real. There's something terrifyingly powerful about a person who is not only in competition with themselves. When you look inward and say, I see the markers I hit last week and I'm about to blow past them this week. I'm going to crush it. See, when you compete with others, you're capped. If they're lazy, then you're going to be lazy. If they're average, then you settle for just slightly above average. But when you're your own opponent, the ceiling is a lie. You start looking at your own data. You look at your own discipline and you look at the manuscript and you don't care about the bestsellers list. You don't care that chapter 5 is more honest than chapter 4. You care that you hit 2,000 words when last week you struggled to hit 500. When you make a cold-blooded decision to exceed your own goals, you stop being a performer and you start being prodigy. You aren't waiting for a trophy from a judge. You're claiming a territory within yourself. The science of the personal best. How do you do this? You stop vibing and you start tracking. If you want to be unshakable, you need evidence. Every time you pass a marker that you set for yourself, you're rewiring your brain for winning. You're building self-efficacy. That's the psychological term for I know I can do this because I've already beaten the old me. When you beat yourself, you aren't just getting better at a task. You're building a soul that is literally bulletproof. You become a person who doesn't need a crowd to keep their pace. You become a person who can sit in a quiet room and move mountains because you know your own strength. Before I let you go, I have a mission for you. Put down the phone, delete comparison for about 24 hours. I want you to look at your own stats from last week. Look at your word counts, your gym reps, your bank account, your patience, whatever your arena is. Pick one, just one, and tell yourself, I'm going to pass that. I'm going to exceed that by next Friday. And then don't tell a soul. Just go out. Work the person you were this morning. I'm DeLisa, and this has been DeLisa Unfiltered. The mirror is waiting. Are you going to win the match? Are you going to let the old you stay The lead? I think we both know the answer. I'll see you on the next one.